Hello, and welcome to Pockets Full of Love and Hope. Today I want to do a reading. It's going to be a tarot reading with a couple oracle cards at the end. And what I would like to talk about today is getting yourself into a more centered and balanced energy. So today, let's look at what got you off center, what's got you off balance, and what are some things that you can consider to get yourself back on balance. Be centered as you go through your daily activities and your life and your decisions and everything that's going on with you right now. So all my videos are timeless, so you can watch this whenever you feel out of center or whenever you feel like you want a little clarity. Today I only have two piles. We're going to do pile 1 with this rose quartz point and pile 2 with this amethyst. This is my favorite piece of amethyst that I have. This is quickly becoming my favorite piece of rose gold right now. So I want you to just relax, take some deep breaths. You don't have to think too much about anything. Use your intuition to pick a pile. As we go through these readings today, don't force anything to fit, just gently consider if this information is right for you, if it's something that you would like to think about, or if there's anything to bring into your life or think more about, maybe meditate on. Okay, so we're going to get started with pile 1. I'm just going to put pile 2's oracle cards off to the side over here. Slide up pile 1's oracle cards. And I've got some tarot cards to use. I'm going to start with the Gilded Tarot deck today. For pile 1, we've already got a card that wants to come out. I'm going to put that right here. Actually, let's take a look at this card. So we've got the Three of Cups. Okay, so the Three of Cups is usually about chilling with friends, good times, coming together with people. It can sometimes be a card of reconciliation with people from the past. But as you see here in this card, we have some figures. They are dancing, partying, throwing up their skirts as they dance. Their cups are overflowing. There is happy and joy here. Happiness and joy is good times. Did this throw you off balance? Did you maybe party a little bit too hard? Or do you need to go kick it with some friends to get out of your mood? So let's keep this card up here and keep looking, pile 1. Pile 1, what's got you thrown off balance? What has you out of center? What's going on right now? Have the Six of Swords, the Six of Cups, and the Four of Wands reversed. And I do not usually read reversals, and I am not holding the deck upside down. That card just was in the deck reversed. We're going to take it and look at it as it is. So we have two sixes here. So sixes are a card of harmony, and we're looking at challenges. So is there something out of harmony here? Let's look closer. We have the Six of Swords, which is movement out of troubled waters into calmer waters. We see here on this deck that it does show the moon here, and the figure in the boat is cloaked. The water doesn't look too rough. We do see some waves, but it's not super rough. With the moon, it seems like you are following with the moon in the card of the Six of Swords, you are probably following your intuition to leave a situation that is troubling, going to a calmer, less troubling situation. But you may not be seeing everything clearly. You may be working on instincts, feelings, emotions, intuition. Also, you are cloaked. You may not be telling everybody everything. You may be making your own plans, doing your own thing, getting ready to do this in your own time, in your own way, not revealing everything. We also have the Six of Cups, which is it can also be a reconciliation card. It is usually a playful, childlike, sweet energy card. It can be a card of nostalgia or childhood. We see here in this card there's a lot of animals. We have some sunflowers, which signify some happiness. We have a cat. Looks like we have mice, a rabbit, a butterfly, 2 butterflies here, a frog, and then we have the 2 children. We see that it looks like it's either dawn or sunset in the background, and it's a nice, beautiful day overhead. So in the challenges position, these could perhaps be fond memories of the past, that while were happy times, they may be throwing you off balance by you remembering, you having these memories, you remembering them, and maybe you just don't have those good times right now. Maybe you're missing people who are in your life. Maybe you're missing the good times. Maybe you're not seeing the good times ahead of you. Maybe you're feeling like they're in the past, because these cards are in the challenges position. And here we have the Four of Wands in the reversed position. I want to make sure you can see it okay. So the Four of Wands is a card of a stable and happy home life. It can sometimes be a card of marriage. I'm just going to flip this card over so we can look at it closely in this deck. We have some dandelions here. We have some lavender. We have a nice arbor here lit up with dragonflies, and we do see the family. So this is depicting a very happy family scene that is in the reverse. Something about the home or home life may be causing you to be off center right now. So I don't see any major catastrophes or anything going on right here, but I do see some energy. There's something that you're missing, thinking fondly of, something in the past that you're missing. There is something not quite harmonious or stable in the home life right now, and you are perhaps not quite sure what to do about it, but you do know that you want to move out of what's troubling you and into a more happier, less troubled time. You're not sure how to do that, so you're going by your emotions and feelings and intuition. Okay. So let's get a little clarity on these cards, just some clarification cards for you, pile one. Let's clarify. Really want to move to a different deck. So let's go over here. Let's clarify the Six of Swords. Tell me more about the Six of Swords for pile one. Clarify the Six of Swords for pile one. What is going on? What about the Six of Swords is throwing pile one off center? Okay. Let's ask about the Six of Cups. Please clarify the Six of Cups. What about the Six of Cups for pile one? Throwing them off center. Have the Fool. Okay. This Four of Wands reversed. Please clarify this Four of Wands reversed. What Four of Wands reversed? Please clarify. Ten of Wands. Okay, let's look at these guys. We have the Six of Swords and the Page of Wands. So remember how we talked about how this figure is cloaked and not telling everybody everything that you're up to. You're figuring things out on your own. You're making your own plans. But here we have this Page of Wands right here, with a cat, by the way. And this Page of Wands is very vocal about what he's up to and his passions and his plans. And he is literally using his hand as a megaphone, saying, hey guys, guess what? This is what I'm doing. And he's also got this curiosity cat. Right away I saw, hey, that cat is curious about what you're up to. The Page of Wands is also a younger energy. It could be a child or it could be an immature person in your life. It could be you if you are acting in a immature or childlike manner. But these two cards I really see very conflicting. This is a quiet person, quietly moving forward, and this is a loud person stumbling through the brush, not making any attempt to be quiet. He's curious about he or she, not necessarily gender. It is a masculine, young masculine energy, but we all have those energies inside us. So male or female, this is a younger masculine energy, curious about what you in particular are up to, and he's telling people about it. That could be causing you some disharmony. You want to move forward quietly. You want the time to figure your stuff out. You're not sure if you're totally doing the right thing for you or exactly what the outcome is going to be. So you just want to build on your ideas and your plans before you make it public. And here he comes yelling and telling everyone. I can see how that could cause some disharmony for you, pile one. And the Fool here. The Fool is starting on a new adventure. The Fool is new beginnings, ready to move forward. So we have you potentially looking back on these fond memories of good times that may not be in your life anymore for whatever reason, but you're also trying to move forward on a new venture. So I can also see how this is causing some disharmony for you, pile one. You're missing the past while at the same time trying to move forward. So you're very torn. Neither one of these things is a bad energy. Neither one is wrong. It's just very dualistic. So these two things aren't quite connecting. So they're causing, and if this two are you also, looking at these two, then looking back over here at these two, maybe these two are also both you. You're on the one hand trying to move forward quietly, but on the other hand you want to connect to people and tell people about it. So you're in conflict here. Here you're in conflict because you're remembering the past so fondly, but you want to move on to something new. So those two things are dualistic. They're not in line with each other. And none of this is wrong. None of this is bad. It's just not the same energy. So you're being pulled in different directions, and that's causing you disharmony, understandably, pile one. So here we've got the Four of Wands in reverse. So your home life, it suggests, is there's something not in harmony. There's something that is not stable. And on top of that Four of Wands in reverse, we have the Ten of Wands, which is a card of heavy burdens. So these two cards suggest not a differing energy, but that the conflict within the home is that something within the home is burdening you. Now, when I see these two cards together, my first thought is the amount of perhaps work at home. So maybe you are still working at home, or maybe you are homeschooling, or maybe there is in illness. I'm not really seeing that here, but everyone's different. It could be true for you. What I'm really feeling here is that you're getting some burnout from just everyday activities weighing on you again and again and again. That's the energy that I'm feeling for these two cards. So to recap, what I'm seeing for you, pile one, is a disconnect of energy, that you're feeling different ways about some things that have you feeling torn or pulled in different directions, or you're displaying a dualistic nature, or you haven't quite made up your mind, or you want to jump but you're not quite ready. You want to move forward quietly but you want to tell people about it. You miss the past, you would like the past back, but really you want to move forward, and your home life is placing a burden on you. So I do want to touch upon this card that just absolutely jumped out at us at the beginning. I don't want to forget about it. This is Three of Cups card. In this card, they are really partying hard. They are really having a good time. So that suggests two things to me. Either you partied hard and there's some consequences, or not that you need to party hard, but you may need to connect with friends. You may need to socialize a little bit, or even if it's just talking to them on the phone, emailing, texting, getting in a group chat. In some way you may need to connect with your friends, let loose a little bit, talk things over with them. It may provide relief. So one of those two things. All right, so the next thing I want to look at is some advice for you, pile one. And as always, I'd like to make the reminder that just because I'm calling them advice cards, what it is something for you to consider. Just because a reader pulls a card for you and says it's advice does not mean you run out and do it. You consider it. You see if it's right for you. You see if that's the type of energy you would like for your life. Would that type of energy help you consider your problems, or is it not right for you? It's just make sure that you are in control of your own destiny, your own actions, your own decisions. With all that being said, let's pull some advice cards for pile one. Okay. All right. So, okay, this is very interesting. This is great. We have the Mother of Cups. We have the Eight of Swords. And we have the World. Okay, and I had intended to do this advice card. It's not really connected with these what's going on energies, but they do coincide, so I will talk about it. So the Mother of Cups is a very nurturing energy, nurturing, caring energy. So in relation to these two cards, you may need some self-nurturing, some self-care. Love yourself first. If this energy here, this younger, masculine, loud, curious energy, think of it like a sticky 8-year-old boy who's yelling. If a person like that is in your life telling your business and you'd like to quiet him down, and I say him, but him, her, that, energy that's around you. They could be 48 years old and acting like this. That's not an age, it's just an energy, somebody who's displaying that energy. If that's true, that person may need a little nurturing and care from you, and because they may be acting out to get your attention, if that makes sense. So some nurturing care may go a long way. And if it's you and your energy acting two different ways, you may need some care and nurturing from yourself to yourself to just soothe that side, make you feel more at ease. Okay, we have the Eight of Swords. So the Eight of Swords really is a card of self-imprisonment. So you can see the way this butterfly is, he or she, no gender. this butterfly was just cocooned, and that butterfly is ready to emerge, but they're surrounded by all these swords. So the butterfly really just needs to open their wings and fly away. They're almost ready, but they're kind of self-imposed, self-imprisoning themselves. So you are here, ready to take this leap of faith, ready to start this new venture, ready to begin a new cycle. And these feelings of the past could really just kind of be imprisoning you. So for the Eight of Swords, recognize that you have the power to free yourself and go ahead and fly away to freedom. You are the only one holding yourself back. And I say that not in judgment, absolutely not. This is something I struggle with myself quite often. I say this to empower you. You are the one with the power to break free from this. You can do this. And here we have the World over here, which is a great card to have over here for advice. So the World card is really about completing a cycle, having it complete, closed, any lessons that needed to be learned, you learned, and you're ready to start on a whole new venture, which goes great with this Fool card here. Also, it goes great with the Eight of Swords. This having the World card after says that you will, in fact, free yourself. You will get to that place where you are ready to move forward, make your goals happen. So in terms of getting back to center, for you, pile one, we have this nurturing energy. Go ahead and allow yourself to be nurturing to yourself and to your others and to others. Recognize if there's anyone in your life right now who is acting up because of want of attention. And if that's so, consider if you would like to extend some nurturing energy towards that individual. They may greatly appreciate it. Also, getting back to center, you may have been in a cocoon or needing to cocoon for a little while. That happens to everybody. You're just about ready to break out of that. You do have the power to get out of that energy and free yourself. So when you're ready, pile one, when you're ready, you will have completed this cycle and be ready to start something new. And so this is very positive. I know that we have a couple cards here that don't look positive, but with the overall reading and the overall energy, this really is saying that you can get back to center, complete your goals. It's really positive. So let's go ahead and take a look at the oracle cards for you before we close this out, pile one. Okay, pile one's oracle cards. So this card is from the Mystical Shaman Oracle. And your oracle card is fire. So fire is a very transformational, empowering energy. So in this oracle deck, when you pull fire, you really want to gently allow yourself to be open to the fire of transformation within your life. So that goes great in line with that Eight of Swords that we had, and with those conflicting desires between the Six of Cups and the Fool. So just allow a fire energy to come in to burn away any old things that are not needed and that you would like to release. Allow that releasing to occur. Allow that fire to really build up in you and bring you forward. The other oracle card that I have pulled for you is the Jewett Animal Oracle deck. Oh my goodness, okay. pile 1, you have a fire dragon. You also had a lot of wands in your card, which are fire energy. So I'm really pulling a lot of fire for you, pile 1. With this fire dragon, this fire dragon is speaks of a very courageous and again a transformational energy. So in this Druid animal deck, you can really invite these animals to work in your life. And when you invite the fire dragon, this dragon will come and assist you with any transformations that need to occur. And I can't even believe that you have 2 fire oracle cards. That's awesome. So what I'm really seeing is transformation and courage and allowing things to change, which again with you, when you had the World card and the Fool card and the 8 of Swords, I almost want to tell you, just go ahead and get out of your own way. Things are happening, things are changing, and also no wonder you may feel a little out of center if you really are going through this level of transformation. I don't think it's uncommon that you feel a little off center. And I'm not saying that, hey, don't worry about it, go willy-nilly off center. No, of course you want to be balanced and in center. So be gentle with yourself. Just do that gentle allowing of things to transform and allow yourself to come back to center. You'll get there. It seems like you're going through transformation right now, pile 1. Try to be a little patient, gentle with yourself, nurturing to yourself. Thank you so much. If you enjoyed this reading, please go ahead and hit that like button. That really helps me. It's really encouraging too. Also leave a comment. Let me know how you like this reading. And go ahead and hit the subscribe button if you haven't. Thank you so much, pile 1. I'll see you next time. We're going to go right into pile 2. Hi, pile 2. Welcome to your reading today. So today we're going to look at anything that has knocked you off of center and try to understand it, try to look at those energies and see if there's anything that we can do today to get you back onto center. So the first thing I would like to look at is, why are you feeling off center? I'm just going to push these up a little bit, get some more room. Okay, pile 2. What's up with pile 2? Why are they feeling off center? Pile number 2. Alright, pile 2. Take a deep breath as we go through these cards. Don't make it fit. Use your intuition. See what speaks to you. What has gotten you off center, pile 2? Let's explore. Okay. Okay. Make sure you can see. So we have the 7 of Pentacles, the Page of Pentacles, and the 2 of Cups. This is just me. I am not the most patient person. When I see the 7 of Pentacles, I go, ugh. Now I know that's not the right attitude to have. The 7 of Pentacles can be about divine timing. The 7 of Pentacles can be about you have planted your ideas and taken action and you are allowing them to blossom. That's wonderful. But it is a card of waiting. So you are waiting for these pentacles to grow into fruition and to completely grow. You already are seeing growth. Look, they're already almost grown. You're hanging on a little bit longer. So challenges to being in balance, or what has thrown you off balance, is you may possibly be tired of waiting for things to come to fruition. Let me know in comments. Also, we have the Page of Pentacles. So to me, all pages can be news of a type. You may have received news about money, business, finances, careers, new ventures, new physical things? Have you received a message about something new? And what I'm really feeling right here, this isn't going to be true for everyone, but it might be true for some, is that I'm feeling someone here has heard news about someone else receiving what they wanted. Okay, now I can see how that would throw someone a little bit off center, even if it's only for a moment. But I see here in this card, you are waiting patiently for your pentacle. You're relaxed, you're waiting. Okay, it's coming, it's coming. And then you hear about, this other person who's like, look what I got. This thing you're waiting on growing, here it is, I have it. And that might be frustrating. And I feel like that's only for some people. So remember, in terms of manifestation, if you are waiting for something to manifest and someone else suddenly has it, remember that that is a good sign for you. That means that that is being manifested within your life. Of course, I realize, or I assume, that you are manifesting it for yourself, and now someone else has it. So I realize that can be frustrating, but be happy for this person if you can. Be happy and joyful for them, and be happy and joyful for yourself, because that means you are manifesting this item. And if it came to them, it's coming to you too. It can come to you. You can have this, do this, be this. Absolutely. Someone else having something does not take away from you at all, ever. There's more than enough to go around. Be happy. We also have this Two of Cups. So the Two of Cups is usually a romantic setting, sharing of ideas. Here in this deck, it is depicted as more of a romantic setting, because we have a feminine energy and masculine energy. It doesn't matter the gender of either or both. It's just two energies coming together. You can see they're toasting their glasses. There's light shining out of it. They're hand in hand. It's a very romantic card. And it's possible that your energy is thrown off, maybe because you just had a date and maybe it went well. And maybe now you are, oh my goodness, now your heart's all aflutter and there's ideas in your head and you don't want to move that fast, and what's going to go on now. So that could throw somebody off center. Or maybe you have a date coming up, or maybe there is a new relationship in your life. There could be lots of things, but this is telling me that something about romance is throwing you off center a little bit for pile 2. So that's really cool, pile 2. We have a little bit about waiting, a little bit about manifestation, and a little bit about dating or a relationship. So let's ask for clarification a little bit. Pile 2. I hope I'm speaking loud enough. I know I can struggle with the volume here. I'm a little tired today. But for pile 2, let's clarify these cards for you. Let's get some clarification. Okay. Clarify this 7 of Pentacles, please. Let's get some clarification on the causes of pile 2's being thrown off center. Clarify this 7 of Pentacles. Okay. Clarify this Page of Pentacles. Clarify this Page of Pentacles. And clarify this 2 of Cups as a source for being thrown off center on pile 2. Clarify this 2 of Cups for pile 2. Okay. So this Ace of Swords here. This Ace of Swords could be, and often is, a new idea, new opportunity. In this deck, I really see it as almost coming out of nowhere because of these lightning bolts. A sudden new thought, a sudden new action, sudden clarity. So some sudden clarity about something that you're waiting for. Here we have the Six of Cups. Pile 1 had the Six of Cups in a similar position on a totally different deck. So we're clarifying the Page of Pentacles with the Six of Cups. So the Six of Cups in most decks is a very youthful, playful energy, could be of the past or nostalgia. And I really see that in this deck, it's being represented by the tree and the roots growing here. So it's almost as if the roots were the past and the tree is the present. And that's just my current interpretation of this card for this reading right here. The Six of Cups does mean nostalgic memories of the past and sweet childlike energy. But right here, right now, this is what I'm seeing from this card. And I'm just looking at other energies in this reading. So we have waiting, and then we have the kind of showing off of either you or someone else. We said for some people, they're trying to manifest something, they're waiting for it to happen, and someone else comes along and they have one too, or they got theirs first, or whatever this may be. This may be a person from the past, from childhood. You may have heard about someone from your childhood or from your past. And here we have the Four of Wands. So for me in this deck, I read this particular Four of Wands as creating for yourself a stable environment in the home. And this is on top of the Two of Cups card here, which is a new or budding relationship. And we have this in the challenges position as throwing you off center, pile 2. So I have some sort of new relationship and you creating stability and happiness within the home as bringing you off center. Let me know in comments what's going on. And I even feel like this for you right now, or for a lot of you right now, is a happy occasion. That this may be a date or a new relationship or something or someone that you're excited about, and it's actually a good reason that you're thrown off center. And that could happen, and you know, even when good things happen, it can cause us to feel a little bit off center. It's just any change can cause someone to feel a little off center. Excuse me, just grab me a drink. Okay, so the next thing I would like to look at for you, pile 2, is some advice cards. And if you've seen my other readings, you know that when I say it's advice cards, I do not mean that because a tarot reader said it was advice that you should run out and do this. It is just something to think about, consider. You are absolutely in control of your life. You make your own destiny. You make your own decisions, every single decision. These are just things to consider. This is just another way for you to think about what's going on for you. And what would you like to think about as you go through these decisions and events and daily life? And it's just for your consideration. So that being said, let's pull some advice cards for you. Pile 2. Some advice for getting back to center. Nice. Okay. Okay. So we got 2 major arcanas and a 7 of swords. We have the Sun, we have death, and 7 of swords. So the Sun card is a very happy card. It is the happiest card of the deck, and it is getting you back into center. So the Sun is happiness, joy, in other decks, it's a little kid on a pony in the sun, and he's just having a great time. So increase the joy and happiness in your life. Get outside in the sunshine if you want. Feel the warmth. Whatever is going to make you feel happy. Get some of that going on, because that feeling of happiness is going to help you get back to center. Also in this deck, which is the Gilded Tarot, we've got a lot of circles here. We've got, the sun with the, concentric spikes coming out of it, the flames, and we've got these circles around it. We've got all the circles of the planets. We've got the circle here of this chart. Just so many circles, and what we're talking about is coming back to center. So this card is really speaking to me right now for you, pile 2, that there is happiness around you, and go ahead and feel that happiness. Go ahead and feel that joy. It's going to help you feel better, get back into center. We have the Death card here, which is a card of change potentially coming in. There may be some change going on in your life, some transformation. With the Death card in tarot, it's always a death and rebirth wrapped up in it. So if one cycle ends or something in your life is coming to a close, of course, change can always be difficult. It can be scary sometimes. Not always, but sometimes it can be. But within that change, there will be new things coming in after it. But you're going through that part of the ending so that new things can come through. The one card here, which I would prefer not to be in your reading right now, pile 2, is this Seven of Swords. So the Seven of Swords, and even in this deck, the Seven of Swords has a fox in it, which, as you may or may not know, foxes can be sly and sneaky. I love foxes, but they are associated with slyness and sneakiness, and so is the Seven of Swords. The Seven of Swords is often deception, straight out lies, someone not acting with integrity or honesty towards you. Excuse me. So when we're talking about coming back into balance and into center for you, pile 2, is there someone in your life not treating you with integrity, honesty? Is there someone being deceptive? Or also we need to consider, are you acting that way? So if it's you acting that way, absolutely no judgment. We all get into situations where things are just tough. But what these cards would suggest is that to get back into center, please consider stopping it, doing what you need to do to not act that way. And again, I'm not going to judge anyone for anything that they have to do or are doing. But the best course of action may be for you. My candle just went out. The best course of action may be for you to get your affairs in order so that you do not have to act that way. If someone has put you in a situation where you feel like you have to act that way to take care of yourself or take care of those that you love or take care of your things, that would be something to look at. Okay, how can you get out of that situation? Let's try and clarify that a little bit. And if it's someone acting that way towards you, consider asking yourself why this person is in your life. And how you can have a healthy relationship if someone is being deceptive, lying, cheating, stealing. This is only for some. So the Star. So pulling the Star card on this gives me a lot of hope, and it also makes this 3 major arcana. So I feel that you are going through a transformation, pile 2. But why I'm really glad I pulled the Star card here is that it's telling me that you know what to do. You already know what to do. You already know how you want to handle this situation, whether it's you or whether it's someone else. you know on the inside how you want to handle it. You know what's right for you, and you know what you want to do, and that's fantastic. So excuse me, if you're saying, hey, no, I really don't know who this is or what to do, hang in there, because you will. The answers will come to you. You will find out what to do. And as we were talking about the Seven of Swords, my candle went out, and I was kind of thinking to myself, okay, well, you know, everything signifies something. You know, me all of a sudden having a dry throat, everything's something. So the candle going out, I feel that this energy is about to go out. Maybe that's what's changing for you, pile 2. This energy is going to get resolved in one way or another, and you're going to figure it out, and you're going to know how to handle it. So that's fantastic. Okay, and the last thing, pile 2. Is we're going to look at your oracle cards. First oracle card is the Mystical Shaman Oracle. Nice. Excuse me. So we have Beauty Way. So in this deck, in this oracle deck, the Beauty Way card is about choosing to see that which is beautiful in your life. So as you go about your day, there may be, and there probably are, challenging aspects within your life. Of course, there are things, or I'm assuming everybody's life has some things that they would prefer not to be there. Excuse me. But you're not going to lose sight of all that is beautiful within your life. This oracle is saying to get back into balance. Take moments out of your day, out of your normal routine, to appreciate, to stop and smell the roses, to when something's beautiful, to make note of it, and don't let it pass by you without observing it. And that can really bring some joy, some of the sun into your life, pile 2. Okay, and also we have the Eagle card. So the Eagle card is great. The Eagle card is very empowering, a very courageous card. The Eagle card also has the ability to fly way overhead and look down on the aspects of your life, to see it from a different perspective, to see like the whole picture, and then because you can now see the whole picture, be able to pick out the details that you would like to change. And then once the eagle has the ability to get the whole picture and then the tiny details, and then just really swoop in and make the changes. And why I really like this card is because you have the Seven of Swords here. If you're thinking you're not sure where the Seven of Swords energy is coming in your life right now, who it is, what's going on, what this is about, this Eagle card is really going to help you take a step back, look at everything as a whole, see the detail that is not with integrity, swoop down and make that change. So that's fantastic, pile 2. That's really, really positive. I'd like to say thank you so much for listening to your reading today. Please go ahead and hit that like button if you like this video. Let me know in comments if anything resonated for you. And as always, go ahead and subscribe if you would like to, so you can get notified of new content as it becomes available. And thank you so much, pile 2.